Hey guys, what's up? Sirmo11 here with my review of Hunter x Hunter episode 112. I think it's called Monster and Monster or Monsters and Monsters. It's something like that. And Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite animes. Since it comes out on Tuesdays now, this is kind of what I'm looking forward to, like for my school week to just lift me up because school is so terrible and everything. And this episode, it wasn't bad per se. There just wasn't enough action. This fight between Gon, his friends, and the ants, it's been hyped up this entire arc, and I've heard it's good. I've heard this is really good. Either someone lied, or we just haven't gotten to the good part yet. Because this episode played out like a novel. He saw his enemy. He froze while his friends kept running. His expression changed. Just things like that. In the last episode, we got a little action that happened within a few seconds between Netero and Youpi, what's her name? Neferpitu. Yeah, Neferpitu and Netero. We got like a little fight there, and then he blasted her far away. And this episode felt like a few minutes in terms of the fight. Like last episode was a few seconds. This felt like a few minutes. I know this series is more strategy-like and more story-based than other shonens, but my god, can we get some violence? The Phantom Troop had better fights than this. They had better fights in their arc, and they had better fights in this arc so far. They got that episode where they were like trying to defend their home or something, or take over their home again. It was something like that. So let me just run through the episode a little bit and talk about what happened. So Gon and the gang are invading the palace, and then the dragonfly ant is with them. I thought he was dead because I thought Nove had captured him. I don't know. I thought he was dead. I don't even know. Do they even know that he's with them? I think they know. I'm not sure. Whatever. We need an explanation on that. I don't want this arc to end without an explanation on that. I know someone might be like, oh, that's just a small point, but why is he there with them? Did he just convert and they didn't say anything about it? It kind of just caught me off guard last week because, they're about to... it wasn't last week, was it? It was the episode before that, I believe. I'm not sure, but like whenever... The episode where they enter the door and he's just like behind them, and this is random. But Youpi, or Youpi, is waiting at the steps for them. Well, he's just guarding the steps. And then Killua like, yeah, guys, I predicted this, Killua has been saying that this plan isn't going to go right. There's going to be a problem. There's going to be something that we didn't calculate for, or it's just not going to go according to plan. And when you actually think about it, it makes sense. They're going into a palace where they know they barely know anything about their enemies. They know little information, and it's not like they're going to be waiting in the exact spot where you want to fight them, or where they're supposed to fight you at. That doesn't sound right. It's not like they're going to be waiting in the exact spot that you think they are going to be waiting at. It's not like a video game. They're just waiting there for you forever, and then, oh, you're finally here. Let's fight. He was confused. He was wondering, why are they here? And it's just like we're getting a play-by-play of the fight. That's what this episode felt like, a play-by-play by the narrator. Like it's a freaking sports game or something. I just didn't like this episode. And then Youpi, he transforms, and now he has 6 arms, his eyes are red, and he says that he's a shield, a shield for the king. And we get more information about him. He was made from magical beasts instead of humans, yet, his base form still looks kind of human-like, in my opinion, just like a red human. But okay, then. Also, wasn't Pokel hunting magical beasts? Yeah, I think that was what he wanted to be, like a magical beast hunter. And then Shoot is frozen by Youpi's new form. This is what I'm talking about. It plays out like a novel. Killua sees that it's his grandfather's dragon drive, and it's basically his grandfather's dragon drive hits the palace, and everyone's surprised because they don't look like dragons, but I guess if you like in the last episode, I think if they like close up they look like dragons, but they look like arrows, and it's hitting the palace. Everyone's surprised, And another problem is I just don't know what's going on. That's another problem with this episode. Gon's running towards Youpi, and I was wondering, is he? Because it says that he's like trying to fight him, but I was also wondering, Gon doesn't want to fight Youpi, so is he trying to get around him? And then Killua is the second one to react, and he runs after Gon. And then there's this whole thing if they're where they're wondering if Melaron and Knuckle are dead, because if they die while they're invisible, you might not see them. And I don't know, like, where did that come from? Like the Dragon Drive hit the palace. Maybe one of the Dragon Drive things hit them, and now they're dead. Why would they assume that Melaron and Knuckle would just die that easily? It just didn't make any sense. And then Gon's like actually about to fight Youpi, and I'm just thinking, are you trying to die? This series does a good job of showing like the power gap between the characters and everything. Right now, I don't think Gon can deal with him unless he's hiding a new power or something. And have they even been training? I know they've been training for this mission, but I don't even know if Gon and Killua have any new techniques. I know Killua has his lightning, and I don't know. They just train off screen a lot with this series, and it's kind of like the same situation when Gon was trying to fight Youpi. Not Youpi. What's her name? Neferpitou. Yeah, when Neferpitou was she cut Kite's arm off or something, and then Gon just starts powering up, and now you have this situation where Gon's just running towards an enemy that he can't even defeat. And then we get this scene where Shoot is happy. Why is Shoot happy? I don't understand. Like, was Shoot happy because he thought Youpi would have killed him? I don't know. And then I think Shoot is more helpful than Gon and Killua. I'm gonna say that right now. Shoot can like take body parts and put them in inside of his cage. Killua has his lightning and he's an assassin. But other than that, I think with like high powered enemies such as the Royal Guard, the Royal Guard and the King, I don't think he can handle them. And then we have Gon, and Gon's just, he's a cool main character, but he's not the strongest character in the series like other shonens, which is different, but kind of makes it seem like he can't win that many fights. And then we have Shoot going after them. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Are you trying to die too? And then suddenly, Knuckle comes out of nowhere and punches Youpi in the side. And Youpi's confused and everything. He gives Gon, and I guess this is Knuckles' chance to give Gon and Killua a chance to pass Youpi. And he also puts APR on Youpi, but APR is invisible because of the God's Accomplice ability. And Knuckle can read Nin, and I guess that's awesome for his ability, the APR and everything. And he said that it seems like Youpi's Nin is endless. And he's having trouble just reading Youpi. But if Gon and Killua are going up the steps, I'm pretty sure this is all in the same building. If not, I'm sorry if I make this mistake. Aren't they going to see the King, Netero, Neferpitou, and Komugi up there, and what's his name, Zeno? They're all up there. That's what I thought. So Youpi transforms again because that punch surprised him everything, and then he gets eyes all over his head. I guess he thought that would help. Oh, this punch hit me. Maybe it was in my blind spot. And I don't know. He seems kind of dumb. And then finally, this is just like half the episode. We skip back over to Neferpitou, and I was expecting some violence, and we still didn't get any. He, she, it, whatever is still falling, and then she releases her aura, and then Poof is flying towards the King. I thought that was pretty cool. He's flying, he's dodging the Dragon Drive, and then he's kicking rocks. That was probably the most action we got in this episode, but I like that. And I think I kind of know what happened, the situation with Komugi, but I'm not sure. Perhaps she was in the room, right? And then the Dragon Drive was hitting the palace, so perhaps the floor started collapsing, and then Komugi fell because she's blind. And I'm not saying this always happens, but I'm sure if you can see you're falling, you'll probably fall in a way where you'll be okay. And then she's blind, she doesn't know where she's at exactly. She'll probably fall and injure herself more. And then Pito increases the size of her calves, like, when she cut Kite's arm off. And I thought that was cool, but, they were huge. Kind of gross, like, gross bodybuilder huge. They were really big. So she crashes into the ground. She blitzes towards the king. But what she finds isn't good because, dun dun dun, Komugi appears to be dead. So she's not speaking, so I'm just going to assume that she's dead for now. Yeah, she's got blood coming out of her mouth. That's not really a good sign. You got blood coming out of your side. I don't know what happened. Yeah. And then when they said the main stairway, I'm guessing that's where Youpi is. So Youpi destroyed the steps, and there's a little bit more of action in the episode. Yeah, action. And then the king asked Pitu to heal Komugi, with Dr. Blyce. And, if she's dead, she's going to turn out like Kite, into a zombie, a mindless zombie. And I was watching King of Lightning's reviews on Hunter x Hunter, and I think he said that Kite's done, Kite's gone, but I don't know. He's read the arc, but he also might just play around so we don't get spoiled or anything. So I don't know. If not, Komugi will probably come back to life. But I'm also guessing this is the author's way of giving Gon and Killua a chance to kill her, because when Dr. Blyce is activated, she can't use her Nin, I believe. Yeah. So, other than that, they probably won't be able to kill Pitu, and I'm guessing the way it's going to work is they're going to fight, they're going to wear her down, and then Komugi's going to become healed, and she's about to attack them, and then someone else will come in and defend them, or, shield them. And then, we get the scene with the king, Zeno, Pitu, Komugi, and I think that's it. They're all in the room. And the king has Zeno and Netero spooked. His Nin is just like that intense. They're scared and everything. And then they see Komugi, so they put their guard down because the king cares about Komugi. And then at the end of the episode, he just walks past them, and they're just like shocked and everything. But like all shonens, they're moving to another battlefield. That's like a very common thing in Dragon Ball Z, I believe. But yeah, I've been talking for too long. This review is kind of boring now. But yeah, that's the end of the episode. And just a few afterthoughts. I'm a patient person. Does that come out right? I'm a patient person. I'm sorry. I've been patient with this anime for a while, with this arc and everything. It's a great series, but I just need a little bit more violence. Storytelling's good. Everything is good. The visuals are good. Everything's good. Just need a little bit more violence. That's all you're missing. Togashi, please fix this. So, this just wasn't a bad episode. I was just bored with all the narrators talking and the missing action. But it looks like in next week's episode we might get some action. We'll have Morel and his team fighting Youpi, and while Gon and Killua take on some random ants, I think. Because we see Killua just like slice someone in half, so I'm pretty sure that's not one of the royal guards. It's probably one of the lackey ants. And then the dragonfly ant appears to be doing his thing, searching around. I don't even know if he's part of the team or not, but I guess. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching my review of Hunter x Hunter episode 112. I believe it's Monster and Monster, or Monsters and Monsters, something like that. If you would like more reviews like this, tell me, but this review kind of dragged on, so I don't know if you even watched the entire thing. But you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter if you want. And I'm Sermo11, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.